Today I'm out looking for mountain hare. It's not going to be easy to find them, but I'd love to find some and get some nice photographs. My name is Wayne Robertson and I'm a landscape and wildlife photographer based in Scotland. So I'm really excited to be out for a number of reasons today. I always love being outdoors. The chance of seeing some mountain hare excites me. And in the UK over the last few weeks there's been some really deep snow which passed. And then there's been a lot of rain, and it's rained almost daily, and it's been very, very overcast and dark every day for the last 3 weeks. This is pretty much the only day there's been sun. I think it's maybe the second day there's been sun, and it's my first opportunity to get out. I did try getting out about 2 weeks ago, and I went up into some mountains, and it was going to be an overcast day, but I thought I would go out and the wind was going to be about 7 to 9 miles per hour. Well, I was actually caught off guard up in the mountains. Initially, as I was gaining height, it was tough walking into the wind. I got a bit further and then I was actually being blown back a little bit as I walked up. And then when I got higher, I was actually being completely blown off my feet and blown down a hill multiple times. I couldn't stand, even when I knew there was a gust coming and I tried to brace myself and dig in. I couldn't stand upright. I was ending up on my face or my side or my back in the ground. And then just after that, not related to being out, I took quite unwell, and I've been unwell for quite a while. I'm still not 100%, so I may be pushing myself a bit too much today, but I think I'm okay. I'm fit to be out. So it's just tremendous to be out. And I know it's probably going to look very nice in the video, but it's -9 today. I think it's probably about -6, 7 now. It's slightly heated up. But yeah, the whole journey I did today, everywhere had hoarfrost. Trees, grass, bushes, everything completely white. It was magical. And I was absolutely freezing. I've warmed up now because I've been hiking for a long distance. But I just feel very pleased and fortunate to be out. And yeah, let's see if I can find a mountain hare. So I'm really excited. I've found a mountain hare and it's fantastic to have found one. The wind direction is blowing this way and the hare's off behind the camera. It's a considerable distance behind the camera. I've found it and I've came a distance away to record this section, so I'm not bothering it. I found it for two reasons. One is I had a higher perspective, and two, I was really making good use of my binoculars, and I just spotted this little section of white. If I'd been coming from the other side or sort of walking uphill, I would never have seen it because it's in a dip. There's a lot of frost on the ground, even though it's warmed up a little bit, it's still bitterly cold, and there's still some snow around, but I was able to identify that it's a mountain hare, so I'm really excited about that. Now, I just want to quickly say, before I try getting any photographs of this hare, I'm going to go a little bit nearer, but not too close. I definitely don't want to do that. You probably know, if you've seen some of my other videos on wildlife, that I feel extremely strongly about trying not to disturb, scare, make wildlife fly or run off, or even have them staying put but just be unsettled. I don't like to do any of that stuff, so I'm going to stay a long distance back from the hare, and I'm going to use every tool in my photographer's toolbox to get an image that I'm pleased with. You know, I've got focal length, teleconverter, etc, etc. I don't need to get right up close and disturb this hare, so I'm going to keep a healthy distance and capture hopefully a nice memory. I didn't want to spend too much time around the hare that I found, so I moved on and continued to search. So I'm really pleased to find another mountain hare. Again, I'm keeping good distance from it, and this one seems incredibly relaxed, but again, I prefer to err on the side of caution, and I'm not going to really let that influence, what I'm doing. It's spent most of its time with its eyes shut, or at least 99% shut. I have heard a bird of prey pass. The hare heard it, and its ears perked up and the eyes opened. I've also seen it just have a very brief nibble at the grass just in front of it. But yeah, it spent most of its time just with its eyes closed, really resting. I was fortunate that I seen it from a distance, so I'm not going to kid myself that it doesn't know I'm here. Of course it does, but you would get that impression anyway. So yeah, really pleased to see another one. So it's still incredibly relaxed. I've took a few photographs, a video clip, and it's just been cleaning itself. It sort of turned away from me and it was down cleaning one of its front legs. So on that note, I think it's time to depart and leave it be. So you're seeing me laid down in heather again. That can only mean one thing. I found a third hare. This one's nestled in amongst the heather, and it's in an area where the sun's been getting to, so there's no frost here, but it has been incredibly cold today. This hare and also the previous one that I photographed, they both have signs of their winter coat going and the brown coming through. I forgot to mention that. As for the first hare that I photographed, I didn't really pay enough attention to that, so I'm going to have to check that one at home. But this one and the previous one, I think, definitely have signs of that brown coming through. But again, this one's very relaxed, but I'm still keeping a good distance. And for those who are interested, I've been shooting all of my images today at 400mm with the teleconverter engaged on top of that. So yeah, it's a real focal length, and that's helping me stay well back. But even if I only had a lens I would typically use for wide angle landscape photography, I still wouldn't try and get any closer than I'm doing. But I really like having a longer focal length for situations like this, because as I said, there's been birds of prey. I've seen some other predator tracks as well, so I wouldn't want to scare these things off and force them to relocate and possibly be spotted or just be in a worse position or who knows what. So yeah, I'm going to grab a couple of shots and then back off. So that was a really successful day, I feel. I found 3 hares, which was beyond my expectations. I managed to get some photographs without disturbing them, and I left every hare exactly as it was in the same place. Also, as I've been searching around across all the mountains, I haven't scared any off, so I feel it's been a fantastic day. I'm also pleased that I actually managed to do this, because as I said earlier, I haven't been feeling well and I still haven't got my full fitness or energy or whatever you would say back. But although it's been challenging, I'm really pleased that I've managed to achieve what I've done today. It was a good test, so yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. So the photography is over. I've got a coffee, I've got a snack here. I think I need a drink and some energy. I haven't had anything all day, so I really do hope this is still warm. Thank you so much as always for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you found it entertaining, enjoyed seeing what I've been up to, seeing the images, and I do hope you'll join me in my next video. Still warm, still really warm.